Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well and welcome back to a Kop-Ish catch-up and Euro 2020/21 semi-final recap. My name is Callum, joined by a man like Matt and Drifty. We are Team Kop-Ish. Before we go any further though, people, please do smash the like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure you get engaged and interact with the chat. Matt, Drift, how you guys doing today?
Good, man. Blessed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say good to be back. I was only going for a show, but yeah, it's good to be back. Chance to be still recovering. Still recovering from that birthday/Hennessy weekend. It's peak still. You know what, Matt? I found out what's in that Hennessy cocktail, you know.
What's that?
And I found out what's in that Hennessy cocktail, bro, with drinking on Saturday. Do you know why it licked you off so much?
Why?
Because there's Control in there as well, bro. Henny and Control, bro. No wonder that was licking off my head top, bro.
When I took one sip of that, I was like, no, what are they trying to do? Like, seriously, like someone out here to get, man.
What is Control?
It's an orange liqueur that's strong, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like stupidly strong. Concentrate. Bro.
There's a reason that drink was called Sidekick, bro.
So it's like having two hard drinks but no chaser, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was mean.
No, there was a couple chasers in there, but it didn't make a difference.
There was no chaser in mine. I'll tell you that.
Mark Hay's always good for advice. Cal, stick to the apple juice. Hey, never let me down before. Look how we do, baby. We're in the building as per usual. All right, so Matt, I'm gonna let you kick off because there's some new drip that we've got to talk about. New drip that we got to talk about.
Oh, what? And it's not ours. It's not ours, is it?
No.
What happened that? Yeah. Okay. I'll see it.
Styling.
Obviously, I ain't got a hat because they don't really. If we want to sell the merchandise, I'm not the person to model the hat. So I'm just being real with you. I don't want you lot seeing it and thinking, I don't want that hat. You know, Cal don't really pull it off. No,
but you look alright, bro. I told you.
That's what I was gonna say. You walked before, bro. It's fine. I understand.
No,
but we move, and not only that, people. I don't know if you know. I spoke about it.
Bring it up on the screen.
I spoke about it a little bit.
Come on, quickly bring it up on the screen. I'm ready, bro.
Alright, OnlyFans have been activated, people.
Alright, look at Joe. Look at Joe looking drippy, bro.
Look at Bobby, though.
This right here.
You know what? I like that look on Bobby's face. You know that
it's just got that serious look.
Bro. Yeah, that look says to me, I'm about to score the winning goal in the Copa America, come back and do the thing, bro. That's what it looks like,
bro. Do you know what it is, Jay? See this kit? I said it in the Summer Daily News show. Shout out to people that's watched that. It reminds me of the 96-97 kit that we had.
Hatchet Burger vibes, yeah?
Yes, Steve McManaman. I'm trying to find it because I had the picture from earlier on. Bro, the baggy top, bro.
Actually, to be fair, more Robbie Fowler than McManaman, in my opinion.
Nah, that kid reminds me of Burger and
Burger, definitely.
Shall I tell you who else it reminds me of? John Barnes as well. John Barnes scored a very good goal against Southampton. We beat them 1-0 away from home, from just shy of the halfway line.
Do you know what, yeah? As we're talking now, I just found it. You man ready for the vibes, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, look at the bagginess is mad, but you see the color in the drip. I like it, but the bagginess, it's like.
Do you know what? If they brought this top back with a 2001 fitted, literally, it was the exact same kit. Didn't even change anything, but just brought the fit into a 2001 fit. That kit would murder it.
This kit here, boy. And you know what, yeah? And for people, you know when you're like, you know, you fit back and fit. I'm gonna get that kit, you know. No, that was the start back in the day, but you see today, You see, we've got a new signing, and I think he goes by the name of Ibu. I think he goes by the name of Kunate. Yeah, bro, the drip is mad.
He proper looks like one of my friends, you know.
Swear down.
Yeah,
so it's not your brethren.
No, I mean, it was my brethren, bro. He'd be sitting in my
bro
on the show instead of me, bro.
Is mad. All right, bro. The drip is mad. King Kanata, you know.
Yeah, he's about that life. He's about that life.
Trust me.
I'm gonna be real with you. I said it to Matt. I'm gonna get the short sleeve and I'm gonna wear that to one christening, and I'm gonna get the long sleeve and wear that to weddings. Because I'm just gonna I'm wearing the long sleeve to weddings with trousers and shoes and just that. I'm not even wearing a tie, but I'm gonna have it right buttoned up. I might even get two long sleeves,
bro,
and I'll roll up the sleeves when I rave, because that kit right there is beautiful, man.
Bro, it's sick, bro. I'm sorry.
That's
sick.
one of my. When I saw the collar, I said, look, I'm gonna have to remortgage the mortgage because I'm getting the kit.
Yeah,
I'm getting the kit.
The kit is sick, bro. I can't even lie. Nike have really redeemed themselves on this one.
Yes, they have.
You have to give them credit. And let me just show the people one more time. I mean, come on, man.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
The Liverpool ladies looking fly as well.
Yeah. And I'm so happy we've done that. I'm so happy we've included the ladies in the
have to, bro. In
the kit reveal, because I think that the women's teams in general just get a little bit neglected. So to see them actually get shine is nice. I like that.
Definitely. But now, man, I can't lie. Liverpool really redeemed themselves. It's not even Liverpool. I say Nike because it's not Liverpool's fault. I mean, I know Liverpool have a hand. Obviously, they picked the design, but I'm gonna say Nike probably said this is the template you got to work with last season. Whereas this season, Liverpool were like, I didn't give a damn what template you're giving us. We want this kit. So
look, I'm gonna try and find another image, because I think I saw another variation of, like, because they're bringing out a completely new range at the moment, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, they got some new bits and bobs, bro.
When I tell you, if I can find it, when I came across it, I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can bring it up on the screen, because this is mad.
Hold on, I've got another one. Where is it?
It is mad, but it's like I'm loving the fashion look at the moment.
Bro. Look at it's clean.
Look at the sides. I didn't realize.
Bro, it's clean.
Sides. That is gorgeous. That is
it's clean. It's clean.
Oh, goodness.
It's clean.
Do you want to know something? Yeah, let's keep it
magnifique.
Real.
So
let's
clean,
keep it real. I don't know about you lot, but the home kit has massively grown on me. Massively.
Yeah, it has on me. Yeah.
So I'm actually looking at this, and I'm actually like, that actually did a good job. I actually can't say that. The home and away kit for this season is actually wavy. We need to see the third kit, though. We need to see the third kit. But you know what? The first two kits are still nice. Like they are. I can't lie. They're nice.
You still need to see it. I need to see it though. Let me see if I'm trying to get that other top now that I can show you guys.
Yeah, you know what? The price is the price is the bit that's killing it. It's £210 if you want both home and away.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Bro, that is mad.
This is I know this might not be up everyone's street, but Matt Drift, you lot know me. This right here.
No, I like.
Oh my!
I'm not gonna lie. You could actually rock that to an event.
I would.
You could rock that to an event. You could actually get away with dropping that with a pair of jeans and some nice shoes out.
It's got to be black skinny jeans. I might even go for the Chelsea boots. I'm not even going to lie to you. But that right there is just superbly pretty. Like that for me is like, that's my type of swag right there. I absolutely love this top.
No, so, that top is banging. That top is banging.
Boy, look, well, long and short of it, I'm going to be broke. We'll be well broke, but you know, gotta go down swinging, man. Gotta go down swinging. But nah, really, really happy with what they've done so far. Yes, I wish the prices could be very different. But you know, we're here. Gotta try and find a way to get those tops, man. Gotta find a way. Although maybe I'll wait until I see a little bit of activity to make sure the people up the top at Liverpool Football Club deliver as well, so that we can do some great things on the pitch. But now that I've spoken about that, on some of the transfer rumours, one of the big ones today is Saul from Atletico Madrid. Now, obviously, on Monday we spoke about midfielders, etc., and did also say that we're going to do a members video, just basically breaking down all of the midfielders that we've been linked with. Thank you. And we're going to do that in great detail. But Drift, just sort of initial thoughts. Saul, is he a player that excites you?
Bro, none of these players are getting linked with the bad players. But if you want me to feel like I did like Kanate signed or Thiago, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be disappointed with him, but he doesn't excite me, Cal. Let me put it that way.
Does he excite you more than Sanchez?
The Sanchez I know he can be, or the injury-prone, scared Sanchez?
The Sanchez who he is.
Off the Euros, I would be excited if we got that Sanchez more than Saul.
Would you see? I'll be on, and again, I've obviously spoken about this, and I know I've got a bit of backlash for it. The Sanchez one doesn't excite me at all.
But is that only because you know the possibility is he'll end up like Naby Keita rather than the one who we know he should have been 3-4 years?
Well, yeah, but also the fact of we haven't seen enough for him to show that he's going to be good enough to make the step up from Lille to Liverpool. Like it's not a small jump. And I mean, what are we basing Sanchez? Like, I mean, we did a little breakdown on Monday showing how many games or the lack thereof he's played, and like, if this was any other player, and I said to you, especially after the season we've just had, we're going to sign a player who's got these amount of injuries, people would be going off and just kicking off. But it seems as though because we've seen him play a few good games in the tournament, which he did, everyone seems to sort of be on board with it. And it's like, it's not really for me. But
yeah, no, fully. I completely agree. That guy who everybody was worried about, because you got to remember there was a period where we were being linked with him, and
no one wanted him.
Everybody was like, "Are you kidding me? Why are we going for him?" And it had absolutely nothing to do with anything other than this guy clearly is injury prone. So, you know what I mean?
A couple of people have said Milinkovic-Savic. I don't think we're linked with Milinkovic-Savic, as far as I know.
Don't think so. If we are, it's very loosely though.
Like, yeah, if we are, then I'm all aboard for that one.
He gets linked though every season to
he does to a big club,
to somebody, and
yeah, he's never moved. He's never moved, which is, I think Lazio did price him out a couple seasons back.
Yeah, some stupid what is it, like 90, 80 million or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
so I can't see him going anywhere. Personally, not right now anyway.
Cool. Obviously, we're not going to go into midfielders too deep into this one because that is going to be a members video as we promised on Monday. But I mean, other sort of news today, you've got, over the last couple of days, should I say, you've got the likes of Fabinho, Firmino, Alisson, potentially Henderson might not be able to play in the first game of the season. Pre-season starts next week. Obviously, Salah's been told he's not going to go to the Olympics,
which I think I don't know what that's going to cause behind the scenes. Yeah. I'm not too sure. I mean, I don't know what is. I mean, you read reports and they say things like Egypt were very disappointed and they tried really hard, and so did Salah, but they were still rebuffed in their efforts. And obviously, Salah's not happy. But again, Salah's a professional, and to be fair, if you deep it, I wouldn't expect him to be happy because he's representing his country. No matter what tournament it is, you're still representing your country. But I just think, as a professional, I reckon he will be annoyed, but he'll get over it. I think he'll understand the bigger picture. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
It's you know the only reason I don't know if the Olympics actually bother them as much as other tournaments would is, first of all, you're playing with the kids because there's only 3 senior members allowed. So even though you want to go and represent your country each and every time, especially someone who's as proud of being where they're from as Mo is, you have to think there's got to be a little part of him surely that will still think, yeah, this would be a long thing at the same time, like carrying the kids through this tournament almost by myself. Like it's one thing to carry my country because I'm the best player. Carrying the kids, like that's I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. And it's not to say they're not good, but you know, I think the Olympics is a little bit of it's good if you go, but more when you're younger. Like when Neymar went Olympics and he was still only like 21 himself or whatever, like that ain't that bad. If you're nearly 30, seasoned vet, going to Olympics, is it that big of a deal? Like when's the last time any real superstar cared about going to Olympics ever? Like I can't really think of it. So
true. But I think, Joe, it is. What you're saying is true, but I just think Olympics in general, remember, one of the biggest sporting events in the world. Like, and it's about history, innit? So I know you're saying from a point of view that he will probably be the only kind of adult, and he'll be playing, not adult, but like he'll be playing with the younger players. But I just think maybe he had that dream of always maybe winning the Olympics, and this will be his last chance, so to speak. So maybe there's a bit of that to it as well, because I feel like if he didn't really care about it that much, then there wouldn't even be any discussion. It would just be like Salah doesn't want to go to the Olympics kind of thing. Yeah. But from what it sounded like, he badly wanted to go, and Liverpool kept on saying no.
Mark A says, thoughts on Harvey Elliott potentially getting the number 7 from James Milner.
Yeah,
is this for real?
Basically, when Liverpool done their kit stuff, there's like a board, right? And for some reason, Suarez's name is there, and it's got 7. And then someone said they saw something else where they saw something to do with Harvey Elliott. And not only that, Harvey Elliott has now changed his thing, I think, on Insta or Twitter or something. Because you know he's 69, isn't it? Harvey Elliott something 69, but now he's 07 or something.
Giggity.
Was it 67? Yes.
I know there's so many things that could have been said.
Yeah, we know. Giggity. I don't know if is it 67 or 69? I can't remember. One of the two. It's either 69 or 67, but now he's changed it to 7. Yeah.
Harvey's too young to be knowing about them numbers there.
I don't know.
67, not 69. Matt, get your head out of the mud, bro.
Me?
Did it, man? Well gone, Bridget.
Would you guys be happy if you took the number 7 shoot?
That's a big ask.
Don't give me joke.
That's a big ask.
Are you responding to my question or what Trudon says?
Bro, I got the number wrong. Jeez. Damn, son.
To be honest, that was me that introduced all this into the talk. So my bad.
People saying Matt Chill, you know. I did. To be fair, I did activate the OnlyFans about 15 minutes ago.
It's after 9 as well. It's after 9 as well.
Yeah,
man.
it's after 9
Let
and
us live,
then
man. Let us live. Harvey's living. Let us live, innit?
Innit?
But I'll be honest. I would. Why is Milner giving the 7 shirt away anyway?
Can you see it happening? I don't know.
That can only be pure gentlemanness.
Well, like, unless he's gonna leave. Unless Milner's leaving, to me it wouldn't make sense. Why would Milner just give up his shirt just for the sake?
Yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Unless, as I said, he's just being a gentleman, knowing that he's down the pecking order and he's all right to take a different number, possibly even a number he likes. I don't know. Like he's been quite a few numbers over his career. Maybe there's a number available that he likes more, and he's thinking, "I'll let Harvey." I don't know. Like,
fair dues. Star Dazin says, "Cal, did you watch Sanchez season at Lille?" I did watch some of it, parts of it. Look, he played well when he was at Lille, but again, for me, he didn't play enough. And again, if you're coming in, if we're only going to get one centre midfield to replace Gini, the availability is key. And I look back at Sanchez's injury record. And the fact that he didn't really nail down a position in that Lille team, not a consistent central midfield role, he's just not the player that I'd want at Liverpool. But again, more than happy to have a conversation with anyone about it. 97.5 Jamrock says, can anyone make sense as to why Edwards would want to sign 2 players in Konate and Sanchez with tricky injury history. How does that make any sense? I think we've spoken about the Konate one. I think Konate had one bad injury as opposed to several injuries.
Yeah.
Sanchez, I'd have to question because that to me makes no sense.
Indeed.
But they're both a risk. Jamrot's right. They are both a risk.
I don't think Konate.
I don't think Konate's a risk. Not anymore.
Yeah.
With Konate, they said the main injury that he had obviously stemmed into obviously other things, right? But I think even the Leipzig coaches were saying he's actually been fit for a full year. They were managing his game time as well, but he's been fit for a year. So there's been and he's been training without any issues as well, which is good to hear. To hear. And obviously they could be blowing up blowing up the trees and that just because we bought him. But you like to think though. You like to think though, bro. 21 years of age, a bit like Joe Gomez in a sense of at that age you do normally recover quickly, even if you have had a bad injury. I think it's different if he's older. Then I think we should worry. But because he's young, sprite, and brother, I'm happy that this brother's gonna be serious. Trust me, he's gonna be a beast.
Yeah,
I didn't know that injury ain't no joke that he had. It's no joke.
I hear you.
It's worse than pulling your groin, and a groin like a grade 3 groin tear is bad.
Yes, I do know.
Did you hear what happened to Henderson, by the way?
No.
No, don't give me any bad news.
No. This is so when he got injured for us, and obviously there was rumors that not rumors, but he potentially might not have made the Euros.
Yeah.
Apparently he tore. It was a groin injury or abductor, right? He tore it off the bone. Apparently, I'm not joking. It was that severe, and they were so shocked they even recovered in time. I'm not joking. That's how bad his injury was.
And then he's still Michael Jordan through the air, scoring goals in international football. Okay, I see my captain.
Michael Jordan.
I see my captain.
Yeah, I just kind of nodded because I didn't want to get involved. But
Michael
when you say
Jordan,
MJ the GOAT, and Jordan Henderson don't sit well with it.
Just leave me. Let me talk about my captain.
All right, you do your thing, bro. You do your thing. Bogdan says Saul is 26, a great player, great fit, ready right now. I agree. What I'm going to ask you guys, though, and this is to everyone in the comments as well, do you think FSG would agree with that? Because you look at the age of our midfield, you look at Henderson, 30s, Milner, 30s, Fabinho, late 20s, Thiago, 30s, Naby and Ox, Oxen is now late 20s.
Ox 27, Naby 27, 26.
Naby, I believe Naby's mid 20s.
Yeah, 26,
Naby must
27.
be the same age because we signed Naby at 24 and he's been here for 3 years. So
I think Naby's 27, same as Ox, isn't it?
So,
how many Saul? Sorry,
26.
26.
There's been a lot of talk of adding youth to the midfield. We're not really doing that at all. I mean, that's sort of why people have probably been clamoring towards your likes of Sanchez and Basuma, for example. And
no, but you got to remember that, bro. 26 is a beautiful football age.
No, remember it's
peak age.
Not a problem for me. Not a problem for me. But I'm saying, as the model, for example, barring Thiago, we've kind of seen what our model is. It's buying around the age of 24 below, and then getting them before they're in their peak, and then them playing their way into their peak. Do you think we'll change, or do you think we have fully changed now?
Genie was 25, Naby was 24, Mane was 24, Salah was 24, Van Dijk was 26, Alisson was 26.
I don't think Alisson was 26.
Well, we did 27.
I'm sure Alisson was 26 when we signed him, wasn't he?
Alisson was 24 when we signed him.
What, Van Dijk 27?
Yeah, Alisson's 29 at the moment, though, right?
I don't believe so.
I said Van Dijk was 26.
Is Alisson younger than I thought he was? But who else is there that we've signed? Fabinho was 23.
28.
He's 28.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 25 when we bought him. Yeah, 25, 26. Yeah. What was Firmino when we signed him? 22, 23. Fabinho was 23.
Yeah. There's been no player that we've bought other than Thiago.
I think Thiago, Van Dijk, which is funny, probably our two best players in terms of like stature and whatnot. They're the only two players that were 26 or above when we bought them. Everyone else,
Mad.
was under 26. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. Like we don't really do them type of. It's weird because not weird, but it's always been a model. But
And two of those players who are the big players, Alisson and Virgil, they were bought with money generated from Coutinho as well and other sales.
Yeah.
Be
And I know we wouldn't have bought Thiago without the deal, which is why it's such a beautiful thing that the deal came around with him having 1 year. Because if he had 3 years left,
he wanted us badly.
And Klopp wanted him. We would, because he would have been 70 mil or whatever, and it would have been like, nah, we're not paying that. Like,
yeah, that never happened. Danny B says, I can't understand why I don't feel excited about England reaching the final as I did with Liverpool reaching the Champions League final. Is it me or you guys feel the same?
No, I feel exactly the same.
I'm
nothing. Nothing.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I was really happy when Liverpool got to the final. I watched the girl. I watched the game with my missus, and like when Henderson came on, you could even.
You said I watched the girl.
No, I said I watched the game with my missus.
I'm like, word?
Like, what's going on, son?
Oh, word?
OnlyFans has truly been activated. You know?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even elaborating on that joke. But anyway, so, when Hendo came on, like even she'll be the witness. Like I just got happier. I couldn't help it. Like I couldn't help it. It was like him being on the pitch now felt like I could really get behind it. And I know it's childish and I know it's a bit stupid, but I think it is the rivalry thing that stops me having that full on. Do you get what I mean? Like, because there's not many players in the England team that aren't a rival in a way that makes you hate them. So Mason Mount, wonderful player. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd actually even be happy if he signed for Liverpool. He's a wonderful player. Like, forget all that crap from a year ago. He is a great player. Foden, great player. Grealish, Saka. Saka is a boy. Saka's 18. Like, Saka's a baller. Like, there's no doubting. Like, you don't even know. Rashford, I even rate Rashford. Like, forget, like, they play for these. I've just got to be unbiased. These guys are good players, great players. But there's something about, like, only Kane I can really support without feeling like I'm being dirty or something. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I don't have that feeling. Again, I'm not an English, like...
Yeah, I've already touched on.
Yeah, I'm not a guy who's
and I'm not going to get into it, but I've never.
Yeah, but I can watch the game. Like, I don't really have that bias against players. Like, if a player's good and he plays for United, I'm still going to rate the player. Because at the pinnacle is football at the end of the day, isn't it? Football's being shown. And
I know, but rivalries are difficult to avoid, Cal.
It doesn't. No, it is, but it doesn't really bother me like that. As long as, like, it's international football, it don't bother me. If it's the Prem now, then yeah, we can talk about rivalries and all that. But when it's international football, I just want to see the best games and the best players playing.
Same.
I hear that. But nah, nothing like Liverpool. Nothing. I celebrated England's win, and not even close. Not even close. At the end of the game and stuff, but nothing like Liverpool. And you know what? If England do pull this off, which I got a feeling Italy might just have a bit too much know-how about it. But if somehow England pull this off, what are you saying? Premier League, Champions League, and Euros winning captain.
I think he becomes the first. No, he's not the captain.
He's not the captain, unfortunately.
No, he's our captain.
I think he becomes the first man in English history to have done that.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other people that could have done it are Man United players, and England didn't win when any of their star players were around. So he might be the only one. I mean, obviously you got
two. If they win this, there's only 2 trophies missing from his cabinet, apart from the World Cup, and that's the Europa League and FA Cup. And he's been to the final in the FA Cup. We got to the final in Europa, but he couldn't play.
Henderson, boy.
Hopefully he never wins the Europa because we always want to be in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But we can get him that FA Cup though.
Yeah.
We should be able to get him FA Cup for real.
We should be able to get him that FA Cup.
Indeed. Jeannie Houdini says, what is your honest opinion of our new away kit, and which kit do you like better, this one or the 18-19 red polo? Oh!
That 18-19 red polo is so iconic that it's very difficult for me to, like, I've just got, you know what that kit means to me. That kit
I remember I've got that in short sleeve and long sleeve.
You have. But every time I think of that kit now,
do you think
I just think about Robbo
and Divock.
on Divok's back, screaming into the crowd, winning goal, Champions League rap,
half volley,
that half volley. That's all I can do. Left foot, bottom schneb. Have you lot watched it back recently? And you know, like no matter how loud it is, you can hear the ball nestle in the net.
Yeah. The shot was clean. The shot was clean.
You know that noise. You know, it just hits the net like.
And you're also mad. You know, set him up, Matip.
Yeah.
Joe Matip, you know.
With a nice touch. It was actually a beautiful setup for Matip. And he was distracted by the handball, which is why it was even better.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, now that kit is...
For me, it's the home kit. For me, it's the home kit. Because there's memories in that. There's memories in that.
I think, if you're talking... But then we can create some new memories in this one, man.
The look of this one is beautiful.
It's mad.
I'm wearing that with church shoes. I'm gonna wear it with church shoes.
Look, just look at this one again, one more time. I mean, damn.
Look at the detail on the sleeves.
No, go back. I need to see Bobby's face again. Go back to the other. I need to see Bobby's face. Bobby means business this season. You know.
He does.
He means business this season.
I hope so.
And this is the inspiration.
Bobby's got to prove himself this season.
The inspiration, you know.
Bobby's got to prove himself this season.
Yeah, that's the only reason about light kit is that you want to be rough in a kit, but you can't stain it because then you'll be so annoyed.
Are you talking about us or them?
No, us, as in if I'm paying £100 for top, I can't put a stain on it.
Yeah, but if I'm getting that kit, as I said, I'm only wearing it to like smart events. Like
but bro, what if a little red wine gets spilled in it, bro?
No. Then the person buys it.
No one around me is going to be drinking red wine.
No, but they would buy to buy it back. If you stain something, you buy it back.
My table's strictly apple juice and H2O.
I will find you real quick.
H2O stains as well, bro.
Well, what?
No one ain't staining nothing, bro.
Oh, so I thought you meant the drink. That's how you know. Yeah, I thought you meant
straight water and apple juice.
Oh, fine, man. Real quick, man. All come to my dinner table.
It's J2O, isn't it?
It's J2O.
Oh, big man.
Liam Kenny. 7 is only for Mbappe or Rafinha. 8 is for Saul when Naby gets sent in the opposite direction on loan with an option to buy. Sorry, Matt. Shots fired.
Right. I hope Naby Keita never watches a show. Right. I hope he's never watched the show in the last 6 months.
Or would you take Naby Keita knocking about 30 odd mil off of the price tag for Mbappe?
For Mbappe?
Yeah, like say Liverpool was able to pull off a deal where we gave them say 80 million installments plus Naby, which made it 110.
PSG.
Yeah.
No, that last super chat was saying Saul.
Yeah, not Mbappe.
Why did I see Mbappe?
No, he ain't taken.
Because the first part of the super chat was saying number 7 goes to either Mbappe or
my bad. Yeah, because I didn't read it properly. I just saw Mbappe, Naby, and I thought, you're talking about a swap. Okay, my bad.
Bogdan says Hendo comes on the England score. Coincidence? Smiley face. I think not.
No.
1975 Jamrock. Question: if Bobby and Mane have subpar seasons, what do we do?
What do you do? What do you do?
That's a
keep it moving.
What do you do?
What do you mean by keep it moving?
Just keep it moving. We go again. It's what it is. They're legends. What, you want me to start talking about get rid of them? Hell to them, no.
So if they have a bad season, you wouldn't consider it, Drew?
No, Bobby and Mane can retire at Liverpool quite happily. I'm not saying they have to be members of the first 11, but I don't want them to go anywhere. They're like...
Listen, I love Bobby, I love Mane. But if I see next season that the wheels are really falling off, then you have to at least look at it. You have to, because you can't.
Let me ask you a serious question, yeah. And I mean, and it's not even really you lot I'm having a go at, because I know you lot don't really believe the age thing is that much of a problem. But let me ask you this, yeah. By the end of this season, it will be Bobby just coming into being 30, and it will be Mane just coming into being 29, right? At the end of this season. Now, let me tell you something. Both of them, let's even just say they're both 30 just for the sake of the argument, right? 2 30-year-olds. We've discussed many a time on this show that the best players in the world, about 75% of them are over 30. And it shows the myth is completely silly. That age means that you're thingy. If you have 1 or 2 poor seasons after having so many great seasons and you're still of a very normal age to be a professional. You're kind of almost 2/3 of the way through, I'll say, when you're about to turn 30. Yeah. What would be the need to actually get rid of them? I can understand the need to replace them in the first 11 and make them squad players, 100%, like 100%. But what would actually be the need to sell them and get rid of them? What? Because it's not like all of a sudden they're not good players anymore.
They're gonna be on one. They're gonna have 1 year left on their contracts.
Yeah, but why not give them new contracts? They've earned it.
No, two bad seasons. That's crazy.
They've earned it. They should be getting contracts now. I'm sorry, they've earned it.
Not only that. Yeah, we've said this a trillion times. We're sell to buy. So if they stay, no replacement ain't coming in. Like in terms of you can just keep them and then bring in the next brother. The way how we're runs it, you already know.
How I feel about that, right?
No, I know.
I'll be honest. Even if we're not sell to buy, I'm still having to look to move them up.
No. Because if we had deeper pockets and let's say for example, Mane and Firmino weren't the same, but they're still good enough. Of course, I'd keep them. But I just know that our club are never going to do that. Our club will literally be, well, they're not doing what they used to do. It's been 2 seasons now, and maybe we do need to go and get someone else and then swap in that person for whether it's Mane or Firmino. That's what the club would do. But really and truly, we're just saying I would do, but I know our club would never do that. They just wouldn't, because we don't act like that. We are sell to buy. One player has to go, another one comes in. There's no keeping one man.
I completely disagree with that.
If that's the case,
so Drift, are you saying every single player that's won the Premier League deserves to just stay at the club until their contracts run out?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying 1 or 2 below par seasons at a very decent age. Like, all right, let me give you an example. Azpilicueta went through a little stage where he really fell off compared to what he used to be like. And Chelsea, because they don't need to do the whole, I'll get rid of you, whatever, they bought in replacements, but they still kept him around. He's Chelsea captain and he's regained his form and he's playing well again. That's the proof right there. You don't throw somebody out just because they've had 1 or 2 below their usual standard seasons when they were a world-class footballer.
Defenders are different from attackers, Drew.
No, I don't think so, bro. I think because technically as a defender, it's harder for you to regain form because a lot of the time your form isn't necessarily about you. When you're a striker, you can regain form whenever you regain form. Like, it's all about you.
Exactly. So if you go through 2 seasons where you don't regain form, then it's more than just form then.
No, it means that in your what would have at that point been about maybe 10 years of playing professional football, you've just had an average couple of seasons because a lot of players don't get to perform at a high level for the entirety of their career.
Bobby and Mane's season last season was an average. And the second
they weren't as bad as people were saying. They were
bad. They were bad, bro.
They weren't as bad as people were saying. They were below their standard. But if you go back and look at some of the stuff Firmino did last year, if you go back and look at some of the stuff Mane did last year, they weren't crap seasons. They were just below their normal world-class level.
They weren't good seasons. But the thing is, like, just in any walk of life, if something is not performing how you want it to perform or it should perform, you can't then keep pumping money into it, which effectively is what we'd be doing by giving them a new contract.
I'm not going on wages thing anyway. You know how I feel. Wages to me shouldn't actually be what we even talk about. It's not
just wages though. You just kind of you're burning a hole in the squad as well for no particular reason. Like, I mean, we can't sit here and say we need to be more ruthless, and then we say if a player has 2 bad seasons because they've got a sick background that they keep kind of doing what they're doing and can do what they want. For me personally, we've got to be a bit more ruthless. It kind of is what it is. And again, this is not me even being biased because everyone knows I'm a Bobby guy. But if Bobby has another bad season next season, for me, he's got to be looking at, moving on potentially.
I disagree with it.
Can't give him a contract extension after having 2 bad seasons. And you can't do the same with Mane. It just wouldn't make sense.
It does, because you've also got to look at...
Are they going to stay on the same contract?
Yeah, you wouldn't give them more money, but I don't have a problem with them staying on the same money.
Why would they stay on that contract?
Well, if you've had a bad season, then you're not going to come and ask for more, are you? You just take the same money. You know what? You know what?
They could turn around and say, "Well, I've been balling out for years, but I've had 2 bad seasons. Why can't I get one? Why can't I get an upgrade?"
No. Because normal human nature would say if you know you've performed less than the first, say, 3 seasons, but obviously as a player who's got a certain status at the club, you deserve a contract. You're not going to be stupid enough to go, I deserve more. Nobody comes off of an underperformed season and says, I want more. Like, no one does that.
So, all right. So, Jiff, what happens then if we give them a 3-4 year contract?
So what?
What? And what if they go on to have another bad season after that?
Yeah, but there's a lot of ifs and buts in football. Like, we can't just always think about that.
Of course you have to, Drift. It's part and parcel of football. You've got to look at the variables.
Because off the bench, I don't think anybody would disagree with me that if we was to improve the first 11, say they did have another bad season, both of them, yeah, and then we brought in Mbappe because he stayed and he went free, and then somehow we did pull it off, and then it was Salah and it was Mbappe on the wings with I don't know who's up front. Like, whoever you want to put up front.
Yeah, if Mbappe goes in a free, we ain't getting him, bro.
No, but I'm just giving you hypotheticals. And then those 2 guys move to the bench on a permanent basis, but they've got their contracts. Nobody can't tell me that they haven't got faith that a 30-year-old Mane and a 30-year-old Bobby coming off the bench won't make impacts in games, won't be a good option off the bench, won't mean that we have a strong squad if we do need to rotate through injury or whatever. And it will be for the benefit of the team. Like, there's nobody that can tell me that all of a sudden that they're going to think after 2 below par seasons, where even if you just want a stat pad, I may add, Firmino got 14 goal contributions and Mane got 20. Like, it ain't like these men did nothing all year, you know. They still did something. So if they did that again, but it was off the bench and we had an Mbappe and we had whoever in the first 11, I feel like that's very beneficial to the team. And who cares what wages they're on? Like, remember, we've always said we've got to stop worrying about wages. We're the only club that seems to care about how much our players are paid.
That's fair enough. So, Driff, what would it take for you to sell one of these players then?
If I'm being honest with you, right now I'm just going to say Robbo, Trent, Van Dijk, Alisson, Fabinho, Salah, Mane, Firmino, Henderson. It would have been Genie, but obviously he left. I would have wanted those guys to retire at Liverpool. Like, period.
No, I'm not saying you don't want him to retire, because I'd love for Bobby and Mane to retire at Liverpool as well. But I'm saying there has to be a cut-off point whereby, as a football team, Liverpool is the most important thing, not the players.
Yeah,
but like, so
squad player is all right with me.
But who said they don't want to become a squad player? And who says they're not players that need rhythm as well? Like, there's loads of variables in it.
That's a lot of ifs and buts, isn't it?
No, but those are things you'd have to consider if you're gonna make them squad players. And we've like, with all due respect to Mane, we've kind of seen how he reacts when he doesn't play games that he wants to play as well. Is he gonna settle and be told, look, you're gonna be a sub player next season?
Well, obviously, all of that
That's a good point.
All of that is other stuff that we'd have to cross that bridge. Because, yeah, for real, Firmino or Mane might turn around and say, no, I don't want to be a squad. And then obviously that's different. But I'm just talking about under the normal impression of they love Liverpool, they want to be here, and it's down to us to give them an extension on their contract. Yeah, I don't even care if they didn't have the greatest of seasons. They've earned it. 100%. These men are like Liverpool royalty. Like, they deserved it. Like, 100%.
So what message does that send to the rest of the squad, though?
That you've got to be a world-class player for 4 years to get a little bit of a blight? Like, bro, I think...
No, I don't think it does, Jeff. I think it says to them that to me screams favoritism. That to me screams,
nah, bro.
You've got to do madness to be sold, or that.
No, because they were levels, bro. Like, they achieved things that nobody would ever have dreamed we would have achieved.
No, so, I agree. I agree.
That gives you a little bit of a leg to stand on.
No, I hear that, but we've got to move on as a team, right? If we're going to try and get to the next level, we can't just keep on saying that they're going to keep on producing magic every season. As we've all said, they've been running to the ground. Maybe this is signs. Like, I hope I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong, but this could be signs.
I personally feel like them moving into being squad players is moving the squad forward, because they're very quality squad players. Like, very, very good squad players. It's a little bit like Man United with, say, Mata or Matic or one of those players where a lot of people will be like, why do they give them contracts? But you know what? There's times when they come on in games and they do help. And it's like, that experience, that loyalty you kept to keeping that player around.
United are crap at doing that stuff, though. They're a bad example to use, Drew.
No, but Mata was a player who I think is a good example because he was world class. He's not as world class now, but he can still help here and there. He's still a good player to have in your squad. When you see Mata, you never think, oh God, Man United are in trouble, do you? Even though he's not Mata from before, you still be like, Mata's capable. All right, cool, Mata's on the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair enough. I just don't think you can give a new contract to a player who hasn't performed. I don't think that sends a good message to the rest of the squad.
I don't know.
Matt, so yeah.
Yeah, so let's end this on a positive note, guys. I want to bring up. Hold on, where is it?
That wasn't even a negative note, to be fair.
No.
No, it wasn't negative, but here's the thing: it's like you man would. That's something that I think we only need to really discuss unless it happens. That's us even. You know what I mean? I don't think we even need to go down that route. Really. I think.
I hope not. I hope we don't.
Yeah, I think that's something. Let's not even waste. Because I'll say let's not waste our energy.
Them two are going to turn up next season.
That's what I'm saying. I'm positive that they will. We'll put it this. I'm positive that they will. So that's
Bobby in a Brazil shirt.
That's why they didn't even want to get involved.
Do you want me to be completely honest with you?
Bobby in a Brazil shirt?
I think Mane returns to form. I'm worried about Bobby.
No, but bruv, you've seen Bobby in a Brazil shirt, bro. He's different, bro.
Yeah, but exactly.
He just needs to get back his like, you know, he just needs to get back into his rhythm, man.
I'm worried about Bobby.
I'm not. If we play him up front, then maybe I would be a bit like, yeah. But if we put him into the field, I'm not worried about him at all.
It depends for real. All right, maybe in this video. Carl, you have to quickly just take off Chris's thing so people can see it, and then we'll bring back up Chris's shift.
I'll quickly read it then.
Yeah. Sorry, read it out.
The questions for the lads. When Klopp leaves, I know this is hard to think about. Who would you want? Who would you hate Liverpool to have as their manager for from the big names, up and coming managers? Cal knows who I'd hate. Yeah, Chris hates Nagelsmann.
Oh really?
With a passion. Oh yeah. Like it sets him off.
We'll get him now anyway.
Yeah, for real.
It sets him off big time. Big name managers.
That I would hate to have. Big name.
I mean, are we counting David Moyes as a big boy manager now?
No.
Man said moist, you know.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You can't call him moist.
He's not moist. He's underrated, but not a big manager either.
No, he's moist.
He sits in the
he's moist.
You know what? Ian's got a good shout, Ancelotti, and not because I don't think that he wasn't the best, arguably the best ever. At this stage of his career, he is fully done. I
wouldn't hate. No, but see, there's a difference between thinking, that's not the greatest, but hate. You know?
No, what I think Chris means more is, I mean, maybe with the Nagelsmann, he actually means hate, but more like, who would you think would be a bad move?
Or who would rile you then? Who would get you mad?
Who would rattle?
Do you know who would get me mad? Do you know who would get me mad? Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho would rattle me.
Mourinho would get me mad. Mad.
Yeah, that'd be
that would fully rattle me. Like, I would actually believe that Liverpool had lost their mind.
Trust me.
Yeah, it's Mourinho for me.
Actually, do you know who I would hate? And I know you're not going to think I'm being stupid, but just because he's gone Chelsea and done what he's done, I would hate Thingy. Tuchel. I'd hate it. I don't want anybody to go from a Chelsea manager and then come be Liverpool manager. I'd hate that.
Plus, I kind of agree that as well.
Like, fair attitude. That guy, I kind of
feel like
he thinks his shit don't stink. That guy.
No, what it is, he feels like he's Klopp version 2.
Yeah, he does. No, he thinks he's better than Klopp, bro. He does.
No, of course. That's what I'm saying. Version 2, isn't it? Yeah.
No. He's B-Tech Klopp, bro.
Yes, over to you, Matt. Over to you.
Yeah. Let me bring out this thing that everyone's been asking for still.
saw man do that, you know. I saw man do
Bro.
that. So it's in the veins. It's in the veins.
He already gets it. He already gets it.
Ibu's my guy. Ibu's my guy. I'm rooting for this man hard, you know.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro.
I'm happy he's done that. Obviously, now he's got to prove it on the pitch. I don't want you just to be a man who does
you know what I like about it though? He's got something about him. You know when you got a player,
he gets it, bro. That's what I'm saying. He gets it, bro.
He's got character. He's got character.
Hey, do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, you know how much I love Joe. Joe is my guy, but I'm not gonna lie. Kanate and Van Dijk, if it works.
Yes, man. It's mad.
I'm gonna be real,
bro. If it works, oh my god, if it works.
I'm gonna be real.
If it works, bro, high line, we might as well play in their 18-yard box.
That's what I said.
I love
the edge of their box.
Listen, I love Joe Gomez
on the halfway line.
I love Joe Gomez.
And you know what? You know Van Dijk and Kanai will probably have a couple seconds to go. You want to get him? Should I get him or should you get him? Who's gonna get him?
Listen,
do rock paper scissors before they chase down the attacker.
You know, listen, I'm gonna be real. Joe Gomez, yeah, and I don't want this to be like a versus thing, but I'm gonna be real. Joe Gomez probably saw that and thought,
I ain't gonna let him show me up. Good. 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 Good.
I really wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't expecting that. I really cool.
We got Joe Gomez because I've actually met him in real life and he's sound. Joe, you know it's all love, bro. You know it's all love. But my brother,
it's where he starts. I'm gonna let him show me.
Hey, you know the worst thing about that video, yeah? If any drinker knows, that is the most idiot bottle you could choke on. Like, if you're gonna choke on it, like, at least, like, you know what I'm saying? That little ass bottle, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Now, Ibu's setting levels, bro. You see this announcement thing that he just done, bro? Why didn't the club just use this? They should just use this one, innit? Like, my man cut his own dub plate. Let me play it one more time.
Why? But I'm not gonna say it out loud.
No, I know. But I'm gonna play it one more time. All right, come and reload the thing. I'm playing it again. One more time. You man ready? One more time.
Go on.
Come on, man. Come.
I'm not gonna lie. It's big. I was half expecting Ibu to spit in like broken French or something like.
Yeah, you know that.
Ibu est sacré bleu.
Bro, fully gassed. Bro, I'm fully gassed.
I was gonna spit something. I can't.
Bro, fully gassed. Fully.
I'm never gonna lie. He definitely needs to start it with Parlez-vous Anglais. That's how he needs to start it, and then just
got
kill
that
it off.
Drip, bro.
But you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. That might be the best promo I've ever seen, and I don't know if I'm caught up in the hype, but that promo was sick.
Bro, it's different.
That man played piano. That's all I'm
not gonna lie. Stormzy and Pogba was big still.
No, it was big at the time.
Stormzy and Pogba's huge.
It was all right.
No, you have to give it to them.
You picked the wrong
Stormzy and
MC.
Pogba is huge.
Shout out Stormzy.
Nah, Stormzy and Pogba was huge.
Nah, I'm joking. Nah, that was big. I can't lie. That was big. That was big.
Had
Of
to
course it
rate
was.
that.
That was sick. I can't even front.
This
But
has been a promo of the summer.
oh, 100%. Remember when what is it when a guy called Thomas Partey went to Atletico and certain man were cutting dub plates in that.
This is why I don't want to get too hyped until I see him play.
No, it's true. It's true.
This is why I don't want to get him too hyped.
Certain man's dub plates, you know.
Yeah, it's leaky.
Nah, big them up anyway. No, I'm joking.
The dub plate kept on skipping, innit? What can you do? What can you do?
Needles jumping all over the place.
Yeah, that's what happens. All right, got a couple super chats here. Mr. Shall I tell you what Drift says? Marlon 35 mil, Basuma 40, Kama 35 plus, Naby and Haisaj, the Napoli player who's just left on a free. You guys happy with that? If we did that in the summer, so that's Marlon, Basuma, Camavinga, and Haisaj.
Camavinga's going Man U, ain't he?
Rumored to be. Apparently Chelsea want him now.
Chelsea want everyone, man.
Which one of you was it who loves him off again?
It's me.
Carl.
So
I'm more Gravenberch, but Camavinga's serious though.
I'm just going to stop speaking about players that I like who play for other clubs.
You really should, bro. No, actually, no. Just talk about them coming to Liverpool. That's all you need to do. Get Kane, bro. Dream, eat, sleep, Kane coming to Liverpool.
I started speaking about Neto, and Neto got a debilitating injury, bro. Like,
that is kind of true, you know.
Actually, best I don't speak about these players. Look at Fakir's life, bro. Not even his football career. Look at his life, bro. Since I started speaking about him.
Do you know when I got really upset about Man City getting Kane? Yesterday, about I think it might have been about maybe 15-20 minutes before the end of the game. Kane just started dropping deep and threading through balls.
I'm trying.
Like if he was coming Liverpool and Mane and Salah were just making him runs and he was dropping deep, it actually just started making me upset. Like I was like, because Sterling and Thingy was getting bare joy of him dropping deep and playing them balls, and I was like, if he was doing this for Mane and Salah, it'd be a wrap. Like it'd just be a wrap. It's just it gets me so vexed that Man City's getting Kane. It gets me so vexed.
I hear you.
Genie Houdini, fellas, have you noticed every time Virgil hits a kick, something good happens? Go replay the Everton goal from Origi, game-winning goal, Pickford mistake, and the Champions League final. Champions League Origi game-winning goal. Virgil didn't miss kick it; he tried to head it. So that was a miss kick in that one. But the miss kick for the first, basically, he's Origi's good luck charm, is what we're saying. If Virgil's in and around Origi's netting, basically.
Yeah, you just gotta make it happen, then, isn't
it? Yeah, sure. 1975 Jamrock says, "What makes you think Bobby Mane would want to play 10 games a season, even if you keep them and they're not in the first 11? Klopp's players starts 40 games per season." We touched on that, to be fair.
Yeah,
touched on that.
We did. I agree that if they were to not want to do it, then obviously I get you can't just make them sit on them. But then again, you know, people like Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger and Mourinho and all those other, they kind of did. They were like, well, tough, and they made them do it. Like maybe you do have to be a little bit more ruthless and think of your team rather than the individual every now and again, you know. But we'll cross that bridge hopefully never.
Anfield Rose says, "Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. I want this song at the Kop next season." I was more thinking, I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man.
Bro. Listen, Ibu's the guy, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Yafu says in 2008, Drogba got a new deal after having a subpar season. He scored 29 Prem goals. After that, he was obviously keen to repay the faith. It's a good point. Good point.
No, someone actually went deep, you know.
What did they say?
Nah, just what they created. Let me see if I can bring it up now. It's from Billy Liddle. Hold on. The people them should like this. Give me 1 second. I'm out here just always searching. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Can you not see that?
Yeah, that's sick.
Is that big? Can you not see that?
Yeah, that's quality.
Man said Kanate and Virgil. Chee! Big up Billy Little for that. Big time, big time.
Big. That is big. Troy M says, Drift. I think I'm with you on the possibility of Mane had long COVID last season. I know a few athletes suffering long-term muscle fatigue right now that didn't know until recently. To be fair, I don't know. But I don't know if it's fair we can actually say that because Mane has actually had tests done, and he was told
has,
no
I just think he
of
was
it.
burnt out in general, bro. Like it just had a long 4 years, and I'm hoping that the trend doesn't continue with Mo because this will be Mo's 5th year, and that's what I'm hoping it isn't. It was just Mane's 5th year, and he's exhausted from all the hard graft. And that's why I'm hoping Mo doesn't have a similar season because it'll be his 5th year of graft. If you think about it, when the drought or the slip or whatever you want to call it started, it was also Firmino's 5th year. So like one after the other, every time it gets to that 5th year, there seems to be a slump because maybe 5 years of the intensity of clock is just a bit too much. So I'm actually really hoping.
We haven't seen Firmino recover yet. That's what worries me.
Yeah, but this is the thing. He didn't even get a rest. I think that's what does worry me a little bit is that Mo and Mane got a rest and Firmino didn't. I don't actually think Mane can start the season. I think Mane needs to really sit down for a couple of weeks and get a break.
Here's the thing. I don't think Firmino will start the season. I think it'll be Jota.
Firmino won't. I done a report in it the other day. So it looks like so far the players obviously still at international duty, which are the Brazilians, obviously the Copa America, which they got on Sunday, and obviously you got Henderson, obviously Thiago's now back, but reports are to believe that they'll have at least 3 weeks off from when they finish, whenever that is. So they're going to be behind schedule. I don't see Firmino, Fabinho. The only person I think that may be rushed is Alisson. That's what I think.
Oh, the people.
No, it won't be him, man. It won't.
No, it can't be. It can't be.
Troy M, the virus isn't long. The symptoms are. You can test clean, but certain symptoms persist. No, again, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying Mane's taken tests and the tests have come back that he hasn't got any long-lasting.
Whack. Sorry. I shouldn't even say that. That's disrespectful. Man's professional.
He won't be playing, no.
What I'll say is, it'll be Kelleher, to be fair. It'll be Kelleher, innit?
Has to be worse.
It won't be Adrian. It won't be.
Jovanovic 08. That's not a name I wanted to be reminded of.
Jovanovic.
Lads, problem we got is we need Bobby to go to buy a top striker. Guy scored 4 home goals in a title winning season and times past. Now move on. So I disagree that we should have to sell Bobby to bring in a striker, but I do agree his time up as playing as a striker is definitely long gone now. Animation says, lad, Stevie G or Pep Linders as manager after Klopp. Steven George Gerrard for me.
And that's more. I still think it might be a bit early for Steve, but I don't think Pep would be a good manager. I think the behind the scenes stuff and the coaching and stuff, cool, but actually leading the team, it takes a lot to actually become first team manager. I don't think he quite has that leadership kind of, to do that.
Yeah. Micah Johnson said, love my bros. Can you rank these elite duos from 1 to 4? VVD and Konate, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, Diaz and Laporte, and Varane and Maguire. Champions League to remain in England 2022.
Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea.
Hold on, did he say? Hold on, read those names again, sorry.
Konate, Virgil, Silva, Rudiger, Diaz, Laporte, Varane, and Maguire.
I'll go Liverpool, City, Man United and Chelsea.
I'm
Do you know
actually
what?
gonna go.
I actually wouldn't argue with you
Or
when Liverpool,
Chelsea.
Man U, City, Chelsea either.
But you know what though? Man United, hold on. Liverpool. It's because I think, you know what it is though? With City, we've seen what they can do. I
I was
think
just gonna
that's
say,
the only reason why I put Man United below City, because we don't know what we don't even know whether they get Varane or not. At least with our one, we know at least we got Konate. We just obviously don't know how good he's going to be, but we've got him. Whereas, if I'm not mistaken, Varane is the only one on that list who isn't actually at the club, innit? If I got that right.
yeah.
So that's it's a hard one to kind of gauge. So really and truly, it should be Maguire and Lindelof.
I'm gonna be honest.
Because that's their centre back.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I've got to go Diaz and Laporte first because we ain't seen Konate to say he's gonna be the real deal next to Virgil yet. Whereas I think you kind of got to go with the proven first. Like,
No, but remember, bro, their partnership didn't actually work that well. That Stones came in and became the partner.
I was gonna say John
True
Stones.
True as well.
John Stones, you know.
I still think you've got to go Diaz and Laporte though, and then I'd go
over Ibu and VVD.
I would, yeah.
Cal just wants to drop the promo again, you know.
Accomplished, Cal, right?
Cal just wants to drop the promo again, people. That's what he's asking for. He's like, he just wants to hear the promo again to be convinced.
No, I don't need to be like you lot know I'm a Konate guy, but yeah, I've just got to try and take emotion out of it a little bit and just hope I'm proven wrong.
We are a Liverpool fan channel. We are going to be biased.
Biased to prove.
No, I'm joking. I don't mean. There's what it is. They won the league. We don't know what man's going to bring. We just hoping that what he does bring is going to be absolute sauce. I think he will do it though. But you're right though. I think if we're being rational about it, you would go see.
If it works, it's going to be dumb.
Yeah, it'll be easy.
Yeah. If it works, it's going to be dumb. If Konate and Virgil actually works, it's going to be dumb.
Listen to this, yeah. If Konate actually hits the ground running, you can actually then start resting VVD in certain games, and not because just to protect him, just because you know that he's just come back from an injury, and you can take off Virgil or he doesn't start. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if Virgil would want to play every game.
Matip and Ibu is what combined. I don't know, 15 feet tall or some madness like that.
Yeah, bro. Mad.
Troy M says the pull of Stevie will be huge for us after Klopp. The generation of next young great players all idolize Stevie. That counts 100%. Look at Zidane at Real Madrid.
For real.
Great point, Troy M. Great point. Thank you to Animations for your super chat as well. Aidan Andrews. Bobby is done. 2 seasons of meatiness, perform or go. That hurts, man. That hurts.
Mark, I see what you said. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, Mark. I got you.
Very disingenuous to Firmino as well, while a lot of people are jumping on his back. Up until February 2020,
yes,
he was actually special. You know, it was only after the lockdown thing happened when he started to underperform. If you really think about it, you know how we won the league and how we won the Europa, the World Club. It was actually his form and his goals why we were so good.
Carl made a valid point when he was talking about it, because I remember we were saying
I touched
like, Firmino wasn't the greatest, but then at the same time we were like, are we looking at it differently? Because even though he might not necessarily be having like amazing like streak of games, when it was a big game, he turned up. He just turned up. When there's a big game, Firmino turned up. So,
I would just say literally from the start of the season up until the lockdown, I thought he was very, very good. Very, very good that season. Then after the lockdown, he went into really bad form.
You go and look at some of the games, like that Wolves away, Leicester away, the whole World Club Championship.
Yeah.
European Super Cup.
Yeah,
Southampton away, Newcastle at home when he came off the bench.
He was saucy. Like people are forgetting, it was only when the lockdown happened, when his form started to dip. Like he scored 13 away goals. I know obviously he only got the one at Anfield, which was bad. Don't get me wrong, it was bad. But he got 13 goals on the road. And we all know it's hard to win and score away from home. He got 13 away goals and they were winning goals. They weren't no idiot goals, they were winning goals.
No, they were. You're right. Some
PSG in the Champions League came on, changed the game. Like, come on, man. Firmino was sourcing. It was only when the lockdown happened, end of February, beginning of March and onwards, when he started to like dip. Like, it's a real misconception that Firmino had 2 bad seasons. He did not have 2 bad seasons. I don't care. He did not.
Atletico Madrid as well.
Yeah, he got the winning goal against Atletico until bloody.
Yeah, should have got a winning goal.
Yeah, until
we move.
We move.
And Dad's Free says on the eye test, Mane was poor for me last season, but for me, but fair is fair. He did finish 7th overall in Premier League rating according to Who Scored. Our lack of rotation and pressing style causes player fatigue. Very true.
That's true.
Shout out to Conroy Talks. Let's not jump the gun. Gomez is proven in the league. He is.
That is true. In terms of
100%.
Gomez, that is true.
Yeah, it's just literally, it's can he stay fit? But again, maybe the Konate thing, believe it or not, helps Joe Gomez because I think there'll be more rotation there.
Exactly.
Konate's got time on his side. He's younger than Joe.
You know what? It's another man then. Don't get it twisted. Ox is going to put his arm around Konate. He's going to bring him in. He's going to be one of the man them now, bro. It is what it is.
1975. Jamrock says, keep an eye on American Jesse Marsh as coach. I'll be honest, I have no knowledge on who that is.
Yeah, I don't.
I think he was either Leipzig or Salzburg, if I'm not mistaken. Previous, I think. The name rings a bell. I'm trying to remember. Someone remind me.
Andre, would you take Richarlison? Yeah, I would, to change the advertising boards.
And it would be one of those behind closed doors situations where man would have to just I fell down the stairs.
All right, what's Salzburg? I thought so.
I tried to go toilet during the middle of the night.
Ganga Deep says, evening gents. Personally, for me to be comfortable in Steven Gerrard being Klopp's successor is him move to a club that haven't had recent success, i.e. Roma, Dortmund, Valencia, and win the league and decent run in Europe. That's fair. I understand why you'd want that. I just want Gerrard at the club, man. I think it's there for all to see. I think it just fits, man.
Yeah. No, I fully agree, bro.
I think it fits. Like Liverpool, like Gerrard in the dugout. I'd probably have that like tear knot in my throat. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Gerrard in the dugout. Yeah.
I call my kid Stevie. I call my kid Stevie.
The thing about it that's beautiful, is the only bad thing about Gerrard being manager would be Klopp's gone. That would be the only thing that I would say.
I hear you. You don't want him to leave.
But the fact that Stevie has now proved what he's capable of as a manager, kind of takes away that worry that maybe Arteta and Lampard gave to Chelsea and Arsenal respectively when they were taking over, because they knew their manager hadn't proved what he could do. Like, not even being disrespectful, Lampard even bottled the playoff. Do you get what I mean? And didn't even get Derby promoted. So you look at what Stevie's done in the Scottish League with the team that wasn't dominant. Like, he actually had Celtic are actually pulling up excuses now. That's how well Gerrard did. And they're actually trying to make excuses as to why he did so well in the league. That's how much he just buoyed the thing and just ran away with the league. And I think that there lets me know that A, he can get the best out of players, so he's a good manager. B, he's a good tactician because they played very good football. Don't get twisted. Rangers weren't playing no dead ball, you know. Rangers
they weren't.
Ball. Like, it weren't no hit and hope, it weren't hoof. None. It was keep the ball, possession based, very good passing football, yeah? And then the way he dealt with that racism and stuff as well shows not only was he a leader as a player, but this man is an elite manager, leader. Like, we ain't got to worry about none of our players catching smoke. Anybody saying that Stevie ain't having none of it. Imagine Stevie back in the Prem. Like, he's an adopted Scottishman right now, so he's still behaving himself, so to speak. But you think when he comes back to England, he's not going to have a little extra fire in his belly if man tries to come. Hey, 100%, listen, listen. Yeah. You're not ready for Stevie, you know. You're not ready. The world's not ready for Stevie. I'm being serious.
My guy.
So all we need is Klopp to win 2 more leagues and 1 more Champions League in his last 2 years. Yeah. And then Stevie just comes in and does a treble on his first goal. What
not asking for much, are you, Drift?
No, I'm not asking for much.
Mario says, would you take Danny Almo at Liverpool? Looks good.
He does.
I know Ramsey's going to be watching this right now.
He's a good player, Danny Almo, you know.
He's good.
He's a good player.
He's one of those players who don't look like a footballer, like De Bruyne. Like De Bruyne don't look like a footballer.
What, in his face, you mean?
Yeah, like in just his overall demeanor, like you can't believe he's so good. From like he just looks like.
I kind of like you mean. De Bruyne don't look like.
He just looks like a regular guy.
Like he works
it's like
in
a normal brother, isn't it?
Yeah, he just looks like he puts on a suit and works in the city. You know, one of those guys. Like he don't look like he's a baller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man will probably kick the ball to stop the train or something like that. De Bruyne's one of them, man, isn't it? I'm late for the car. I'm gonna be late, and he just pings it, bro, and just just plants itself in between the track and the train and stops the train.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
1975 Jamrock says he's at Leipzig now, similar to Klopp's playing style. I'll check him out.
Yeah, I thought so. I think he might have been at Salzburg first and then Leipzig, I think. So, yeah, man.
All right. Well, people, anything you guys want to add before we take the people out?
No, man.
Yeah, man.
Everyone, you know what I mean? As always, we'll have a preview for the England game coming as well. The weekend, guys, to look out for that. And obviously, kicking it, the call-in show on Friday is going to be very tasty. England in the final.
Yeah.
England in the final.
No.
England are in the final. Like, this is huge.
They're in the final, but I'm going to leave it with this.
Ibu, Ibu. Sacre. Oh.
Batman power, Baba Pula. Batman power, Baba Pula. Baba Pula. Baba Pula. Batman power, Baba Pula. Baba Pula. Baba Pula. Batman power, Baba Pula.
Hey, you know how to do. You know how to cut something. Man, had to cut something real quick. Listen, man, had to. Hey, I should have. Someone should put that out. I'm thinking.
Matt,
Did I hit you first and then Matt jumped it off?
Yeah. Matt killed it.
Send that to Ibu, someone, please.
Yeah, that was joke. Oh boy. Conroy says thoughts on the Griezmann Dembele situation. I've not actually seen it in its
I've heard a bit about it, but I say, all right, do you know what? We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll watch it and then talk about it.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah.
So Conroy, even if it's not a super chat, Conroy, message me and just remind me and we'll speak about it in the show tomorrow, please, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Before we do sign off, guys, so obviously we're good friends with like the LFC Day Trippers. They're doing a really good thing at the moment. They're raising money for a young girl called Sienna who needs surgery basically, but can only get that surgery in America. They're just doing a little fundraiser at the moment. Please do just go and check out their website. Go and support. It's a great cause. Said like young girl, she needs surgery urgently and she needs sort of special treatment in America. So if you guys can support, it would be much appreciated.
Trust me.
This is where we need to come together as communities and just help out. So let's do that, people. That's the least we can do. I think it's only €1 you have to contribute as well, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, apologies. But just go check it out and let's all get behind that and support that properly. So
for real.
Check out LFC Day Trippers for more information, people. But yes, people, going to be back tomorrow. So we're going to have the summer daily news show in the morning / early afternoon. Then we're going to have the Friday night live show, Kop-Ish Call-In, Rival Watch, our favorite show, your favorite show. Let's do this, people. Until next time, thank you very much for joining. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you soon, people. Take care.
Peace.
Ibu.